Right. 11 different restaurants and bars. 1899 Valentine's, Frank and Tony's, Garage Bar, Malarkey's, Nora's, Soul, Tricky Tortoise, Barrio. How do you say this one? I don't know that bar.
Wessels and Sage.
Wessels?
Wessels. We're gonna go with Wessels.
Wessels?
Wessels.
Wessels and Sage. Yeah, I've never been in that one. Sage is delicious. And they have good drinks. Anyways, those are all the 11 bars that are hosting a hole for us. And it's sponsored by Tito's and then Chris Hullum of Hullum Homes, his realty company, EXP, and Hullum Heroes. So he is the mayor of Willoughby Hills and is doing for the last, I believe this is his 11th year, has been raising money for cancer research because he lost his mom years back, 10 years ago when he started this. And so the first half of it was for adult cancer research. He then went to Rainbows and was very inspired by Owen's story when he went to the mayor's meeting back in, that was quite some time ago.
November, something like that.
September? No, it was earlier.
It's like September,
It's when you did September or October when, yes, Courtney did her speech on you. So he reached out to us and asked us for our 501c3 as well as the logo. And we didn't really know what he was doing until I just called him one day and said, so, you know, is there something we can help with or what are you doing? And we found out that this is what he's doing. So he's hopeful that he's going to be raising between, I would say, $10,000 to $20,000, which will get us to our goal of being able to place the granite for the monument. So that is absolutely huge. So I wanted to give him a big thank you personally, but like I said, he couldn't make it. And I will get the alcohol to him. So anybody that can stop there on Saturday would be great. I plan on going in the afternoon to each one of these bars and am hopeful to either see the owner or manager or somebody to make sure we thank them personally for being a part of this event. So
is there a host bar?
I don't know where the host bar is. There has to be because they're having raffles and like where the booze is going, it's going to be in a wheelbarrow. So there has to be a host bar somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Tricky Tortoise because it's one of the biggest locations out of all the 11. But they didn't mention that when we were there for our meeting. I'm not really sure which one is the start. I don't know all the details about it yet. So hopefully I'll know more when I get to speak to him personally tomorrow evening. But yes, I'm not sure where all the raffle baskets and the auction stuff will be held. So, but his goal is to raise a lot of money for us. So whatever it is, I'll be grateful for whatever he donates, because the fact that he's donating it for us, and I'm just going to be honest, the fact that we barely had to do anything for it is even more of like a miracle. It's really nice, because I reached out to the lady that's doing his auction stuff twice and she never got back to me. So I think they're a well-oiled machine. They've been doing this for 11 years. So they didn't really need our help that much. I mean, we have both Owen and I have advertised it, and that's about as much as we've done, really.
It's a good turnout. It's a really good turnout.
Yeah, he said it's a fun time. People look forward to it every year.
Yeah.
He doesn't expect that people will not come because he's switching gears as to where he's donating the money. But he's, expecting there'll still be a good turnout. So, yeah. And it's for here, and it's something local in the county. So, yeah.
Do we have to have a representative at each site, or are we
No,
gonna be in one spot?
He did not ask that at all. Nope. He, like I said, He really has not asked much from us except for to do the advertising for it, and to donate some bottles of alcohol for the wheelbarrow. And that's what he asked for, really.
Do we want to meet at a particular location so we're all together if there's any
Well-
issues?
Well, everybody can do what they would like, but unfortunately, Saturday is the luncheon for Andy, my brother-in-law, the reason I am the Gold Star family member. And all the Marines are coming in from all over the place for lunch, as in Erie and all locations. So they're coming for lunch on Saturday. So I can't get out of that. So I myself am not going to be able to get to these places until later in the afternoon. But this goes from 10:30 until 6. So if you and Karen and Owen and Bruce and whoever else can go earlier, that's fine. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you spoke to everybody. Maybe I don't have to go. I'm being me, just wanted to go if I can. So
Well, I have to work until at least 1. That's why I was wondering if there's a specific.
I probably wouldn't be able to go until like towards the end of it.
Do we want to set a place where we all can meet then?
What does your day look like?
We'll be free, so we'll be able to go. Shirt's gonna be really kind of cold. So if we wear a shirt, let's wear something under it or a jacket. It's also the 22nd of the month. And the 22nd is also pretty important for PTSD, mental health, veteran suicide. So if you have something like that, a hoodie or something like that, that talks on that, you have to do that. I think the one location that they have is the old, will be cold, right there. I think that's one of the locations, if I remember looking at the pictures, so we can maybe meet.
That was not on my list, sir.
What if we-
No, I don't know. I just took it off of their advertisement, those restaurants. I don't think that was.
Yeah, that's Spears. That's Spears.
Yeah, I don't think that was on, it wasn't on his advertisement as one of the bars or restaurants.
Well, I'm not sure what.
Did you see that on a map?
No, they had pictures.
Oh,
Online, I looked at their last couple of years, they had pictures.
gotcha.
One of them was at, the rail car.
Mm-hmm.
That's right behind there.
Yeah.
They had, one of the 10 different places.
Gotcha.
But I don't know how, like if we met at the, gazebo, that's right by the cannon there, we could maybe meet there and then head down, because I don't know how.
Well, tomorrow when I see him, when I go to Garage Bar, I'm gonna help with giving out the packets if he tells me what time I need to be there and I'm done with work. My plan is to help with that. So I'm hopeful that I can get him to talk to me for a couple minutes and I could ask him if there is an order of the bars and where it's starting and try to get more information and email you guys. If that would help, or where the host bar is that's going to be having all of the,
Because I'm not sure how far down.
Well, the majority of the bars are in one central location.
yeah, the Garage Bar is probably the farthest because that's on Vine Street. And then you're going all the way up the road onto the main strip for the rest.
We would be further past. if we met there. Like, if we met at the library, that's probably.
That's-
Unless the Wild Goose, you know, the Wild Goose is.
It's not on there either, which I was surprised.
No, you know why? They're under renovation. I almost
Oh.
fell over. They're, yeah, the gooses, all the windows were white, yeah. Yeah, but they're under renovations or else they would.
I just don't know what traffic would be like, if people know that people will be there. And I know
They
there's
usually-
a parking lot there at the library, and there's also a parking lot that's behind a lot of the places too. By far. So I don't,
My
it
guess,
doesn't matter to
yes,
me where we
you could
meet.
say that. Tell your dad.
It doesn't matter to me where we meet.
Help.
But that would be-
Oh, and help.
And there's usually like increased police presence though. I'm sure they'll have more police because it's a pretty big event. I'm sure there'll be police there.
Correct. Yes.
But as far as us.
Probably turned it off.
Hold, press and hold.
But as far as us meeting somewhere, I do think Bruce is right, we probably should have the next 2 weeks. So if you could let us know,
Your dad really likes that microphone.
I don't. But if you let us know, then we can.
Okay, 10-4. I will. So does anybody have any questions about the charity besides where to go? Which I promise I will tell you. No? Good.
When do you need?
Okay. Yes.
When will you get the money?
When will we
Like,
get
is
the
it
money?
what?
Yes.
When will we get the money?
That's a great question. When will we get the money? Hold on. He told me that. February 22nd. It's quick, within the month. It's quick. This is
That'll be then we'll.
This is crazy. That's why we need to get through all this old business so we could start the new business, which is picking pictures for the back of the monument. Very exciting. Okay, so no more questions? Good.
Okay.
Next business. Moving on. No, we do have some old business I want to kind of go through sort of quickly, just so we can get to the pictures. But we had received,
I can do that.
you want to do that?
I'll do the old business.
You may do all of the old business, please.
Okay.
You can see your little
Um,
chicken scratch over there?
yeah.
Okay.
We had our meeting at the Tricky
No,
Tortoise.
no.
Oh,
Hold on.
yes. Okay.
Right here. Nope, just keep going.
Okay.
I switched it.
We received $350 from the Eastlake Women's Bake Sale, and we currently have $24,159.53.
Can you say that again?
We currently have $24,159.53.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. We had our meeting at the Tricky Tortoise, and we will have an end of the year teacher bash at Tricky Tortoise on June 3rd. We will plan more in the next 3 months. Please save the date to your calendars.
Do you want to do a brief elaboration of, I mean, that was the gist of our.
That is what we kind of got to, is that's what we would be. It would be like a teacher bash for the end of the year. And that would be on June 3rd, which is that's the Tuesday, right? It's a Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday after Willoughby Eastlake gets out of school. So I don't know when everybody else gets out, but
I hope it's all around then or before.
I hope so. It'll be in the evening anyways. I'm sure teachers will show up.
Correct.
Corey spoke with Stefan from the development person from the Woody Williams Foundation, and he is working on getting us a grant from Walmart and will help us get others once we have our business plan. So we have to get our business plan set in order for that to happen. Me and Corey both talked to Ed from the Woody Williams Foundation, and we spoke about the following subjects: how we get our art designed for the monument as a sketch. We need to have someone do our sketch for us. How can we get Gold Star families contact info from the Lake County area, and the foundation can try to get us some local info for us, but mostly will tag us or repost for us to their connections that they have. Another thing that goes along with that real quick is any events that we have coming up, the foundation will also post on their social media page, which I know on Instagram is over 1,500 people for their following group, which would bring more people to us. And then website updates, they can make changes for anyone else who has read the volunteer handbook and would like to be officially added to the committee. They can do that for us as well.
Okay, so let me take a brief minute. We're going to, Bruce, you would like to, Brian, you would like to, and Kathy. Courtney already did it. She just needs to sign it after the meeting.
So just put Courtney.
So
I don't forget.
we will add her to the email that I'm going to send him now. And then, momentarily. We still have more. Would you two like to read this ginormous, where'd it go? Ginormous handbook at your leisure someday and become officially on the committee as far as the page so that your name could be next to the monument with a nice, right? Don't you think? Okay. Can we email you this or do you want a hard copy?
Oh, I want a hard copy.
Okay. Do you want to fight over the hard copy? Do you want an email or do you want a hard copy?
Email or hard copy?
Yeah.
I can put it on a flash drive and print it off at the library.
That's a lot though. Are you sure?
Let them know it's for the, Gold Star. They usually,
I don't know if they'll give us that big.
Okay.
every time I've been in there, they always come.
Yeah. Okay.
And most of the time, I don't even have to ask them because they know.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and
I can print another copy though, if you guys would prefer a copy print. Okay.
Tell me when.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Hold on. So it'd just be nice that everybody can be recognized on the website, but more so, yes, I want everybody's name on the website, but when it comes down to it, to put the name on the placard that's going to be next to the monument, you have to read the handbook and be official, even though we already think of you as committee members and you're official in my mind. So, yes, no, I know. We talked. I know. Correct. I didn't want your cootie bops anyway, so I appreciate that. Yes. No. Does anybody have any questions about what the foundation has said so far?
Is the foundation, they're gonna obviously help us with some grants. Is there a mission statement already in place or did we have to develop one?
Their mission statement is this, which is very quick. I can tell it to you right now. The Woody Williams Foundation will honor, recognize, and serve Gold Star families and their legacy for their loved ones who have paid the ultimate sacrifice.
That's it.
That's it. There is a ton of information on their website. Yes.
Well, my thought was going to some of these larger places.
That's the business plan that
Right.
we have to make.
I think that's almost a necessity to have a mission statement, so Lubrizol or whoever.
That's the business plan.
Right.
That's what they want is a business plan. And a business plan, basically, I started one online and Owen and I just have to finish it. But what the business plan does is it just asks you, it's just a PDF form that basically I'm filling out and answering the questions. But the way it asks you the questions is it gives you a whole summary of what we're doing. And it generates an amazing plan because I just kind of skipped ahead to try to see if this was worth our time to kind of just answer the questions. And it looks like it's going to be. So we just have to have time to do it, which one of the things that we're going to need to do at some point, which was going to be my last point, but I might as well mention it now, is the back of our flyer. We're going to create the backside, which is going to be next meeting. We'll probably come up with pricing for the flagpoles, bricks, the benches that are going to go around the monument. We have to come up with all the pricing for all of that and put it on the backside so people can start buying those things. So, because that'll be another way to generate money quickly and for the committee to start doing work to make money besides Owen just going to all these locations trying to get money. Did that make sense? There's lots of ways to make money. The goal is once we put our money down on I'm jumping ahead a little, but once we put the money down on the monument and our down payment, it is full speed ahead to get the rest of the money for the monument. Not everything else, but to make the rest of the money to make our payment points to the foundation for the granite.
Okay, well, just to touch base on that, as I mentioned before, if we go to Lake Tran and ask them for maybe 4 benches, I don't think we want to sell any part of that donation.
Well, the benches are probably not going to work through them because I want them to be granite. Because to be honest, if we were going to do anything but granite, I would ask my dad and they'd probably donate them for free and be concrete. Because my dad works at a concrete company. But
Okay,
I would love for them, and we'll show you a picture of them shortly. But just for the presentation of it, it would look really pretty if it matched the actual monument itself.
sure.
If we can make that much money. It is the goal. So, just to backpedal, it's potentially going to be $5,000 that Walmart would donate. So, which would be really nice. He's in the middle of, the gentleman that's helping us with this grant writing is a really nice guy. Once you finally get him on the phone, then he doesn't stop talking. But to get him on the phone has not been very easy, but he has been very helpful with Chris Hollum for the filling out the paperwork for this weekend's, because Tito's had to change some things last minute and we were about to lose them for a sponsorship, and he contacted them back immediately. So we didn't lose that because that's probably going to be another $5,000 that we would have lost. So anyways, he's been very helpful. He's trying to get information for 6 different monuments that are going in right now. Once he have everybody's contact information, he will be submitting the stuff through Walmart. So that could potentially come in, who knows when, but we don't have to do anything for that either. So this is good stuff.
Do we have an updated cover sheet?
An updated cover sheet.
Well, yeah, that you present.
Like a flyer?
Yeah.
Just this one. Do you guys have this one? Okay. And this is the one I was just saying that we need to design the back of. So we could still pass this out, but at some point quickly, we need to have a backside to it. Probably, hopefully within, at the end of next meeting is my
Do you have a
hopes.
list of how many- Who's been contacted?
For
Donation.
lately, we haven't, to be
There
honest.
is one, but it hasn't been really.
What's that?
There is one, isn't there?
What? A list?
Yeah, we've all gone.
Well, that was for, yeah, but that was for the race.
Oh,
Yeah, because to be honest, we haven't went to just local companies since the 5K. Honestly, we haven't,
I can't assume that-
because we were just going to the American Legions, VFWs. He was doing his presentation. That's where we've been getting most of our money from as of late. And then we kind of paused because of the holidays, and we haven't really gone to other businesses to ask for money since, really, to be honest. And then this just fell into our lap this weekend, receiving thousands of dollars. So good things happen when you just do nothing, I guess.
How much we got?
What's that?
Donation.
This coming weekend, he's thinking that he'll raise between 10 and 20,000 for us. Chris Hollum. That was the very beginning. Sorry. Yes. He's doing a fundraiser for us this Saturday. And I can tell you guys at the end what I told everybody.
That's fine. We fight him and Taylor inside.
Yes. Yes. He's the mayor of Willoughby Hills. Yes.
Mayor, like last night's meeting, I should have had a script in front of me because I go, oh, and I stumbled over my words.
I know the feeling.
That is something else we need to do, is start hitting up the city councils. And that is the plan.
Yeah, because we're one of 3 people that show up at our council.
Yeah.
meetings, and we usually try to make everybody laugh, but, here's some news. And I'm gonna try to be brief. I was contacted by the FBI. They invited me back to the academy. I'm 71. I was in their first graduating class in 2004, the Citizens Academy. The state, as military police, sent me there. So, that was fun. There's a list of things that I could possibly do. I'm going to bring up, I I wrote the whole military police course for my battalion. I've got all kinds of cool info on the FBI history in Cleveland, you know,
Mhm.
stuff I can present PowerPoints. Is it appropriate to ask them, give them the information, and ask them for a donation? Because they're feds. We're meeting with 2 agents next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you,
I don't know.
Never hurts to ask.
the worst they could say is no,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
and then arrest you. No, the worst they could say is no.
Yeah, because I'm gonna stumble.
Now, who would you talk to? Like, let me ask this. Is it a local chapter somewhere or a meeting or like,
No,
they're asking you back, like, where will you go to?
probably the headquarters in Cleveland.
Is there a possibility of him talking?
Can't hurt to ask.
Right.
That's personally what I think would be great is if he could come, sorry, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Okay.
If he could go to a meeting, he has a great speech. It's 5 minutes. He plays a 2-minute video. And then he opens it up for questions.
Okay.
We're meeting for dinner in Italy on Tuesday, so we'll.
Okay.
Tutorial, something.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
That's great, Wes.
It's
Yes.
Italian, that's all.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Courtney and I love it. So yes, if you guys would like to take this, and tell them what the committee's about and what he's about. And if that's an opportunity, he could be, speech, video, and questions done in probably 15 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, depending on how long the questions went, but
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
giving them a big packet of all my certifications, qualifications.
Yeah.
there's the training in COIC.
sure, that would be great. Yes,
All right.
perfect. Okay. Another thing that I didn't even tell you about. Did you see the email though?
Thank you.
Maybe. Thank you. I happened to just be driving home the other day and had 5 minutes, which I never do. And I stopped in at the Veterans Development Construction LLC in Mentor off of Route 2, if any of you've noticed it. I spoke with the project estimator guy, Noah. He is going to talk with his team to see if they could give us a bid on the concrete. I sent him the all the wonderful diagrams and whatnot from the foundation with the specs. And if they can't do it because they do like more, they normally do more commercial stuff. They just built the Aldi on Euclid Avenue in Willoughby. They do bigger jobs. So I kind of thought maybe it was a joke for me asking them, but just because of who they are and what they do, I was very impressed and I just stopped there. And if they can't do it, they can give us some local companies that would possibly give us a good deal and possibly donate it.
If
So,
you remember, Corey, when we spoke.
yes. And Bruce has a good connection with
the
concrete
owner
as
of
well.
H&M Concrete, I'm sure if I smoothed him and bought him a beer, he would probably do it for free.
Well, that's what I was hoping for this company. I can't.
Frank Horvath, I graduated with.
Yeah, he did my job.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he's in Florida right now and, he'll be back.
So everybody knows Frank. So
Yeah,
Frank
he
should
is.
just give us some concrete.
Yeah.
No, I'm
well,
just
he
kidding.
sold the company, but, you know, he still has a big influence in the company.
Okay.
And, when I spoke to him about the project a few months ago, he was interested in helping out in some way, so this could be his path to helping us out.
Yeah,
But I'll make that connection.
that would be great. Yeah, because we really just, that's something we also have to start doing is getting some pricing for concrete. And I just happened to be right there, so I stopped in.
All right, well,
So,
if you can give me the parameters that you need,
yeah,
I'll talk to him and see,
yep. I will probably just forward you the email that I
That's
sent
fine.
over because it has everything attached to it. So I
That's
can
fine.
send you that. So then the last,
New business.
no, the last old business is No, you should have this on there, right here. Oh, right here. The East Lake Mayor and the police chief both said yes to having the 5K. Potentially, we're trying to do it on July 27th. I am having a very difficult time with our new representative from GCXC. He was on vacation. So I left him another message today. If he doesn't answer me back by the end of this week, next week, whoever's in charge will be getting a phone call from me because I don't want to wait anymore. I just want a date confirmed so that we can fill out all the paperwork. And are you laughing at me?
No, I'm looking at her face.
Oh, it was aggressive, but come on, we need a date. We have to fill out the paperwork for the city.
July 27th.
We have to fill out the paperwork for the city, for the schools, for GCXC. We need to get them their deposit. We need to do a lot of stuff. We need to not miss the date opportunity for the city and all that before they give it to somebody else for something. So we need an answer, but potentially mark that on your calendars that we'll have the 5K July 27th.
How far in advance
Bef-
would you be planning on broadcasting it?
Like advertising the 5K.
As soon as we have all the
As soon as
paperwork
possible.
in, we can start.
We kind of were rushed.
Correct. That's why we want to get a date so we can start advertising this much sooner this year versus waiting till last minute. And potentially we can get more people this time to run the race. I want it before the college kids go back to school. I would love to have information together before, there he is. I would love to, sorry, I can't lose my train of thought. I would love to have information together to advertise for the schools before school is out, for sure. Because we had a really hard time getting hold of the coaches and the teachers and everybody because it was, it wasn't in session in the summertime. So I think we lost communication there. We didn't have communication to lose, actually. Yeah. So we want to really start this before the end of the school year. So we kind of have a lot of stuff to do in the next couple of months.
Corey, one thing that might be an advantage to us, the cross-country camp, which they put on, is July 22nd to the 26th.
Who puts on? Sorry.
GCXC, but the race for that's the 26th. So
Right.
you're losing
What I'm
out on
saying, though,
runners.
is That next day, it might be good that we can advertise there too.
At their
Because-
race on the
Yeah,
26th?
because they'll, like, if anybody wants to do the next day, they'll have one there too.
We should probably try to have somebody there. for-
They'll probably be
I'll
sick
there
of
to
running.
these guys off, so At least you have.
At that point, they'll probably be done with running.
Maybe, but some of these kids, like Carter, loves to run. Some of them will want another race, and even the next day.
Yes, you do. Right now. Uh-huh. Okay, so we have to take a pause, but that was perfect timing because that was all old business. And now we get to go to new business next. But we're going to rewind and thank Chris for coming to our meeting. Even though I gave you kudos in the very beginning of the meeting.
I apologize for being late. I
No.
have 3 kids that I have to run around to
Activities and sporting
Yeah.
events.
basketball and so thank you for letting me come briefly.
And I
first
don't
got-
want you walking out of here without this. So
Okay, thank you.
before
I
I
first got
forget.
engaged with this because of
And I've wanted to do this for a long time. Thank you so much.
My
You made
pleasure.
me want to cry. So
It's my pleasure. So anyway, when we were at the mayor's meeting, I'm the mayor of Willoughby Hills. One of my many things that I do. But anyway, found out about the plans for the monument. And I run this event, the Barstool Open in downtown Willoughby. This is our 11th year doing it. We normally raise funds for childhood cancer research. But I was so moved by what you all are trying to accomplish that I was like, let's do something different this year. And so the major donation is going to be made to this for the monument. And we usually raise between 15 and 20,000 for this event. So we're looking forward to giving you a sizable donation, get you closer to your goal. So
that will be the amount that we need to order the granite, which will really start the real process. So, yeah.
No idea.
So, so the
Yeah.
event is Saturday. It's in downtown Willoughby. It's not too late to register a team. If anybody wants to still play in it, it's only $150 for a foursome to play. It's a lot of fun for anybody who has not been participating in it. It's 11 bars in downtown Willoughby. They each build a miniature golf course hole in the bar, and teams will go around and play the holes. And there's raffle items. There's a trip to Cabo. There's diamond earrings. There's all kinds of fun.
One of the questions that I was going to ask you tomorrow, where is the host bar? Like where the wheelbarrow or all of them
Well,
have
so the
different
raffle
things?
items will all be at the garage.
Garage bar.
So
Okay.
if there's if you're not playing the event and you want to get at least see the raffles, go to Garage Bar, and you can buy raffle tickets and
Okay.
put in for the raffles.
Okay.
So if you don't get anywhere else, try to get there and send people.
And what time do you need me tomorrow evening for packet pickup?
So packet pickup starts at 5:30,
5:30. Okay.
and then 5:30 to 7, and then the event is on Saturday from 11. Starts at 11, goes till 6. However, usually teams show up at 10:30ish to start pre-gaming, and then they're there till whenever. So usually we usually draw the raffle winners around 6:30 or so. What happens is everybody kind of finishes up around 6, and then those that want to see the poll on the direct raffle or want to get more tickets before the drawing show up at Garage Bar. We sell more tickets.
Do you think most owners are at the bars that day, or at least the managers, or?
A lot of them, yeah,
Okay.
a lot of times.
I just want to make sure that one or all of us or somebody goes to thank each one of these individual owners or managers for their participation on Saturday. So,
I'm sure many of them will be around.
and very busy, so I won't
Very
talk
busy,
their ear off, but I
that's
just would
okay
like to
there.
thank them.
We
We just can't let Pete talk. I'm just kidding.
No. But you know what? The 22nd is a good day for the event. I don't know if you know the significance.
There he goes.
Veterans.
you can tell me that.
So 22, the veterans is.
No, it is good.
Every 22, I think how minutes is it?
22 veterans in
A day will suicide.
Oh my gosh.
So on average, so it's actually kind of ironic that the day is the 22nd because usually we put out an call for everybody. So it's appropriate to have it.
It is.
Thank you for sharing that. So we're looking forward to it. It'll be a fun day. I always have to tell, I used to, I don't anymore. I used to call Willoughby Police Park. Say, look, there's gonna be a bunch of people with fun. It's not all right. But it is a lot of fun. It really got, just for a little bit of history, it got started, I'm originally from Dayton, Southern Ohio, Dayton. My wife is a South Euclid girl, so I married up. And,
That's right.
Yeah, Slovenian Italian. So anyway, we always had the bar stool. There was a bar stool open that always happened there. It was always a lot of fun. When we moved up here, I was sitting with at one of the bars and talking to it's a new bar that's in town in Willoughby Hills, and I asked the owner, I said, "You ever had the bar stool open?" He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "All right." So that was kind of how I was born. My mom passed away in 2000 from breast cancer. And that's why initially I had all the proceeds going to cancer, because I initially went to Sidemen, and then I thought, at least she had a life. But a lot of these kids don't even get that chance. So I wanted to do something for them to give them a chance of having a long life. So, but I'm happy to do this. I really, my dad was in the Army. My grandfather was. My father-in-law was in the Army. So that armed services are near and dear to our hearts too. So. This is a nice fit for me too. So hope you'll tell everybody. And this happens every year, the last Saturday in February every year. So you get a chance to come out and check it out. Maybe you'll talk about it with some of your friends and family, and maybe next year we'll get it up. The year of COVID, we did it in February, of course, like we always do. March is when COVID hit. We sold out. We had 90 teams. We have not recovered yet.
Wow.
Back to that. We had only 60, usually around 60. 65 teams-ish, it seems to be the norm, but I'm hopeful to get it back up there. So,
Well, we've been posting on our social media,
I
and
saw
I've
that.
been
I
telling
appreciate
our
that.
friends, and so I'm hopeful.
So any questions I can answer?
Chris?
Yes.
Where can we get some t-shirts like that?
Join the event.
Okay. In regards to t-shirts, we have Gold Star shirts. Would there be a possibility that we could sell them at the garage bar?
I don't have a problem with that.
Would that be up to the owner?
Absolutely fine. I assume that the proceeds go towards the
Oh,
monument.
absolutely.
100% fine with that.
Okay.
You're welcome to have a spot there. Yep. Happy to do that.
Yeah. Be okay to bring a flyer. And that would-
Yeah. Absolutely fine. I'm fine with that. It's just, your alarm's going on.
I know. First thing I do.
So, but no, yeah, we're happy to, whatever you want to do, that's absolutely fine. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm gonna run to my next kid pickup.
You mean you don't want to leave them in the cold somewhere? I'm just
No,
kidding.
I actually, I already called one of my friend's dads and said, hey,
Could
in case I don't
you?
make it, could you
Aw.
pick him up and bring him back to his grandfather's house? So,
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I have a 16-year-old daughter at South. I have a 14-year-old at the School of Innovation in Willoughby Hills, and I have a 5-year-old as
Oh,
well. So
Wow.
we
You're busy.
we're running. Just by the time we start to slow down, the 5-year-old will be running. So,
Yeah, pretty much. And then they'll be into all kinds of sports.
That'll be under 20 by then. Go stay with your sister. We're going to Jamaica or something.
There you go.
All right. Thank
Well,
you all. I hope to
thank
see
you
you at
so
the
much.
event, and look forward to making a nice donation to you all. And I guess I'll take this with me. And I'm not drinking it
Oh,
unless I win it.
Hey, if you win it, good.
Thank you, Chris. I'll see you Saturday.
And I will be there tomorrow evening.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
I gotta get going, but before you go to
Uh-huh.
location, the old business. All under.
We're gonna talk about it?
I got an update for you.
Get off of there, whatever you're doing. This is more important.
That's the question.
I want to get an update.
You want to make sure you.
I talked.
Okay.
Okay, you have my undivided attention.
All right, so 2 weeks from March 4th, we're gonna make, everything's gonna be out.
Publicly?
Yeah. So.
So March
No,
4th.
So I gotta get going, I apologize, but I wanted to give everyone an update on the location. So March 4th, I'll be able to.
Make it official.
At the council meeting, everything's gonna be.
So that you have a meeting on
We
the
have a council
4th?
meeting on the 4th, I'm gonna have, contract's gonna be on there. Okay, I can't speak, but everything's gonna be on there on the 4th. To unveil. what-
Is
what
this
I wanna do.
open to the public or is
Oh,
this
yeah,
just the
it's a
council?
meeting, Yeah, yeah.
So that everybody's gonna know.
Metro Parks will be there, the CEO for Metro Parks. will be
I
there.
know what we're
So,
doing on March 4th.
March 4th, Friday.
Tuesday, it's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
6:30, next council.
Tuesday.
It's the next-
Yes.
No, the monument.
Well,
it's not
yes,
part of
but-
This announcement, but the monument plays into this because, well, like I told you, now I think there's a space for it. So once that goes down, let's plan on meeting in April. early
Okay.
May, because now you're gonna get, you're in that
We-
stratosphere where bigger businesses are gonna come in because you got $50,000.
Correct.
So I assume you're gonna need the location soon.
Yes,
So.
because we need the sketch and we need to make sure
Right. It's-
with the
everything's gonna fit.
development team and everything for the whole erosion part of it all and we
So,
need
yeah.
all the, yeah.
So let's sit down, let's plan on sitting down in April.
Okay.
March is crazy for me, but,
Okay,
let's plan, we'll schedule something in March for April
okay,
and we'll sit down and start figuring out what the next step is that's gonna be the location and then
perfect.
how we go about getting to that.
Okay.
Meetings at what time? 6 or 7?
6:30.
6:30. Now, again, nothing with Gold Star is gonna come up that night.
Correct.
But I will be announcing
And we'll know.
what everything, yes.
Yes.
Everything's gonna go, that would be the first block down the list.
Right,
So-
that makes sense. Transition slow, every Tuesday at 6:30.
Well, I couldn't remember because.
No, it was used to be 7:30, we changed it.
I'm just kidding.
That's okay. No, you-
So,
Because they go to those meetings.
they do. Someone's got.
They come to ours all the time.
I'm just, you know, I'm just kidding.
I usually don't. Well, you do.
I know you do. Everyone knows where I live.
Well, thank you for coming.
So, oh, of course. So, I'll probably see you Saturday.
Yep.
Later in the day, but, yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're getting
Perfect.
close. We're getting close.
Yes. Yay.
All right.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
The,
The,
I'm so excited. This is all good stuff.
We want to get to that.
Yes.
Okay. here's
Please.
people online are asking.
well, that's good.
Okay. Do we have questions?
They're just wondering what this is.
Oh, got it.
30% off.
Got it.
So you ready?
Well, here. Want to read it? Okay, well, hold on. We need Bruce's attention. Okay, as soon as Bruce is off the phone, we're going to start. Well, or he could start. Please. We have important stuff to talk about. Okay, go for it. I don't know if you
So-
guys can see that, but Owen's going to start to read what's up on the board.
So on the boards and then online, the document online for you guys, this is what it says. Gold Star Families Memorial Monument. This monument honors, recognizes, and serves Gold Star families and the legacy of their loved ones who have paid the ultimate sacrifice while serving in the armed forces of the United States of America. The Homeland panel depicts images representing your area or location, etc., which is home to many Gold Star families. It is our people, it is our family, it is our freedom. The family panel represents the uniquely brave spirit of our military families who provide support for their loved ones serving in our armed forces of the United States of America. The Patriot panel shows that the raising of the American flag on Iwo Jima, which symbolizes those who vigorously support and defend our great nation through selfless service in our armed forces. The sacrifice panel represents the sacrifices made by our Gold Star families, by the loss of a loved one while in service to our country. The silhouette of the saluting service member represents the legacy of those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice while serving in the armed forces of the United States of America. This monument is a project of Willowick State and the organization and the Woody Williams Foundation. So this is the panel that would be put, sometimes it's on the ground or it's on a raised pedestal, at the monument's location. And people would read this, and this is the descriptive panel that they would see. Obviously, there would be places, we would fill in certain spots with descriptions on why we chose certain images and things like that as well. So
Does it not? Oh,
there
there it is. Did it switch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
No, I'm waiting for it to freeze.
Oh.
You can start talking about that.
So that's the marker that Owen was just talking about that will be, and hopefully, like you see in the one picture, This was on the ground at the one in Columbus,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
on the ground in the one in Columbus. The one in Wapak, it's also on the ground.
I would like it to be like this last picture here, like on a pillar and
We
be,
could always put it on.
to be, you know, up a little higher for people to actually be able to read.
That, I'm gonna go next.
Yeah.
Well, the one in wall, the one that's on the ground is right behind it, and it's kind of angled up.
Yeah.
So it's not,
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah.
you can't walk on it.
Right.
Otherwise, I mean, you'd have to step over it.
Right.
But I do like the pedestal one.
So these are those benches that I was talking about. The granite benches, Bruce. You see what I mean? And the nice part about the benches is what Owen really likes as well as I do. We like how you can put like the branch emblems, which you could do that on wood or concrete too. But the bench that's in Columbus, they're quite nice.
Did they give you a price? Ballpark?
They said each bench costs
About
around $5,000-ish.
You could probably set in one each the back.
Mm-hmm.
Put something
Like
that.
if a company wanted to sponsor a bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying right there with the branch of service and the star on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's sharp. And that'd be
It's
black.
quite sharp.
Is that black?
It's,
It is the exact same, it'd be
Matches
the
the
exact same.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's really sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the one in Columbus?
No, those are
No.
examples from other monuments. There's actually a colorized
Is this next by chance?
version of it, which
Wow.
is not
No,
next.
not that.
That's
Here we go. We found the.
This one's really nice because I like that. I just like that a lot.
Wow.
It's class.
That's an amazing shot right there with that right there. I would love to have.
Everyone goes,
I wouldn't mind stealing that right from wherever this one was that I found. Because that's a nice shot right there,
Now,
that
where would
picture.
it have the person's name on it?
What's that?
Where would it have the person's name on it?
As far as if they bought the,
Well, aren't you gonna have like 4 benches, one for each veteran?
no.
No? Okay.
Their names will be recognized, but I kind of have to, well, that's
But the
a,
names are gonna go on the monument itself.
no.
No. Kind of, I think it's kind of depending on what we want
Cor-
to go.
Correct.
But I do
So-
agree that it shouldn't be on the ground where you can step on them.
Correct.
Or on a bench, like, don't they have that at the one in Columbus?
What?
On the seat? Aren't the names on the seat?
I don't think so. Were there names on the benches in
No,
Columbus?
They
I
were
don't think
not
so.
on the benches in Columbus.
There's options. I know that I'll let you talk. There's a lot of options that we saw.
When you're ready.
So, well, let's finish these pictures and then I have to elaborate on that a minute.
Hold that one. Hold that. I want-
Yeah, we'll be there. Okay, we'll be there the whole time. So we'll probably be there.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
You're gonna spend the day there?
I'll have to get them from you. Karen's off tomorrow. Can you, make the switch somehow, the shirts?
Do I have the shirts?
Don't you?
They're in my room.
I don't have you, I don't have the
They've been in
shirts.
my room. I want them out of my room.
You already made the switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, good job.
Magical.
Look at you.
look at me, I'm ahead of the game. Okay, what picture are you showing? Oh, the color?
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
This is the back of a monument or an example of one. And is this Hawaii?
I don't know, but Owen and I agreed, and I don't know. I mean, I would like input of everybody, obviously. I'm not in love with there's so much color on there. Actually, I don't really like it at all being, I don't like it. I don't like it being colorful, to be honest. It's,
The flag should always be in color.
it's too colorful. Yes. If that's a thing, but
Is the other ones that like black and gray or?
normally,
You just go with military color.
Yeah, usually the only one that I've seen with color has been the Iwo Jima
mm-hmm,
With the flag.
the flag is color. Yeah. Which one are you on now?
Texas.
Military color.
Texas?
Flag is gonna be on
Okay.
a separate panel,
Texas.
and maybe there should be.
Example from Texas here.
flag.
Yeah, the flag will be in color. That's for sure. The flag will be in color.
Even the one in Wapak, I think only.
The one in Wapak does have the headstones colored with the flag in color, I believe, as well.
But I think it's only the flag part. The headstones are still black and gray.
I think the headstones are white.
Do you have this one next?
Is that the one that right?
Yeah.
That is, no, that's in Texas. You know, big state of Texas on there.
No. He's,
I can't see.
Well,
So the first.
Use your
panel
eyes.
Would be the local, right?
Homeland, yes.
Is that the one we would be?
We design every panel except for the Patriot panel stays the same. We design Homeland, Family, and Sacrifice.
Oh, cool, okay.
So Owen and I would like to have every branch, but we hate the way that this one is with them floating just up in the sky. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy.
I like how
Doesn't that
Wapak
look awful?
The one,
We like the branch logos along the bottom.
like Wapak
Just
has.
in
If you
a
guys
line.
have seen the pictures from that.
Subtle, smaller.
Subtle, professional.
Correct.
This looks like.
Yes.
The one, yeah, that all on top.
Yes. So we want to like that in a line, but
Yeah.
towards the bottom.
Okay.
That's
Above sacrifice?
Yeah, that's how walk.
Okay.
Yes.
Pictures, by the way.
You liked the one on like this one that had them in a line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
That
too.
looks sharp.
That looks sharp.
Yeah.
But down here.
It's at the, yeah, just right above.
So this is the one that we really like that we want to steal some ideas from. And you should have this one in color now, correct?
We showed that one.
No. Yes. Okay.
Also, it was mentioned online that today is the anniversary, the 80-year anniversary of Iwo Jima. I don't have
This is the best one.
it. I'll send it to you.
This is the best one.
Technical
This is-
difficulties.
This is the Columbus monument
Yes, right.
Send it to me. Oh,
that,
It's kind of like
yeah.
specific thing.
Told you I said that. Okay,
Well, you
so
can
this
send
is
it.
our favorite, and this happens to be in our state, but nobody's gonna know that, right?
this is the monument in Columbus. Okay.
Jean, I promised, hold your thought. I'm trying to find my notes. Okay. I'll let Owen talk and then I'll answer your question. Then I have to elaborate on something.
Let's see, that's the first place. Yeah, but it does, and then you see what's in the last one, the sacrifice. Actually, though.
So what do you guys notice first about this one?
The American
I
flag.
already know. 'cause that's-
Thank you.
that's what I can't say.
American flag.
Yes, but what else do you notice about it?
Eagle.
Well, yes, which we want both of those things in ours.
Look through the whole thing, where you see at each panel. That's your hand.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's.
I like that it's making it, Bruce, Kathy, sorry.
Oh.
This is very, very important.
I'm watching now. He started it.
Yeah, Bruce, stop it.
I did.
I'm not touching you. Okay, no, I'll tell you about the church after.
Do you see how the clouds are going through the?
We like that, so I don't know if you noticed this, but in the one that we also didn't really love, no, because of the color.
I know, I-
It has a tree
Mhm.
that goes across all panels. And then there's clouds that go across all those. I would like to do one or the other. I personally like the clouds better,
Yeah, the clouds are,
but I wanted to kind of take a vote on it because Owen really liked, and we noticed it right away, the four of us, when we were standing there, was like, wow, it makes it one beautiful piece versus four different panels.
yeah, I would think
Connects.
continuity.
It connects it.
Yeah.
And we noticed it right away when we saw this revealing of the monument.
And the dedication ceremony was,
Oh, ours is going to be much better.
it'll be great, but
Flyover.
that one was really, really,
It was okay.
it was kind of.
It was okay, but I will say Cleveland's was better.
Ours will be on a nice warm day.
Yeah, Cleveland's was amazing. And that was good. Columbus was good, but
So what were you thinking for the homeland? Like, there's gonna be something that.
well, hold on. So overall, because I would like to see if I can recruit my cousin that's a graphic designer to maybe potentially make our thoughts up and present it to everyone, as in you guys, and for us to really decide and see what it looks like and what changes we would want once it's together in a panel. So for the sacrifice, well, for the whole thing, who likes the tree versus the clouds and the clouds versus the tree?
Clouds.
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 Yes, this is peace.
Agreed.
Exactly.
But we all have to agree on this, so. Monument has a flag draped coffin color. Got it. Thank you. Okay,
Excuse me, I have issues at home. I have to go. I'll talk to you.
okay,
All right.
got it.
Sure.
Thank you for donating, and I hope everything's fine, and we will talk before Saturday.
It will be, and that sounds good.
Okay. Be careful in the parking lot. Okay, so that's what his thoughts were. I'm just trying to see if you all have the same thoughts as, so clouds sounds great. No tree. Okay, so yes, sacrifice. Let's start with sacrifice because Homeland needs to be last. I have a reason why. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's really funny to take a picture that we met very effectively black. You have somebody standing in front of it. Let's say they wanted a Marine family, they wanted to be the first Marine one. Like just saying, putting those at the bottom would make it hard for it to be seen. Maybe we could do like Army, Navy, Marines, whatever.
On top.
At the very top. It's just a thought. Well,
Yeah.
because they basically want something that's going to honor like whichever branch of the military they're in.
With that, I think that's could be why people, because are we gonna be doing like flagpoles, benches for specific branches? That could also. be-
All the flags for every branch will be around the backside of the monument. So if you really wanted a shot,
You wanted to see that,
I,
right? Is that what you're saying?
well,
You're saying like the flags would be
Yeah.
in the background.
ideally, really the best picture is standing in the silhouette.
Right, but it, when they did it up.
Well, you're going to block it because believe me, during the,
We were standing right in front.
we were standing right in front of it and our whole family blocked the,
Yeah, you can't see.
you can barely see the monument. So we just, that picture Courtney took because,
You said I had some here.
Oh, you got that on?
that was
internet?
not your picture.
I know you're. on the-
Oh, we took pictures.
I
Yeah,
took
I don't know
pictures.
why. When you asked me that the other night, I have no idea why my idiotic brain didn't think like, oh my gosh, we were there. I don't know why.
I was
You
asking
could have
for
gone to our
your
Instagram
picture.
page.
I know, and I looked it up on Google. Like,
Oh.
That's a Google photo. I don't know
Oh.
what I was doing.
I was asking for your picture that you took.
Yeah,
But so Jean, I know what you're saying, but when we took our picture in front of it, we literally blocked the monument. So that it
I
kind
wonder,
of,
is that on our Instagram page?
it kind of, it was a little disappointing that you couldn't see a whole lot of the monument.
Well, the only reason I was thinking that is because it's to honor the military and putting,
Well, well, yes, but I don't want to say this in it to be taken wrong. It's not really to honor the person that's standing there. It's to honor the person that made the sacrifice.
well, and my thought
Yeah.
process is, you know.
If a veteran that comes from a particular
you know,
branch,
Just family
yeah,
that wanted to do something, you know.
that's why like my in-laws were the ones that were part of Columbus, and the best picture is not in front of it, it's by the side.
So
To represent, so you could see the whole representation of the monument.
this is the
Well,
best
I
picture I
agree
can
not
find.
getting-
But this,
That's the best
that's a
picture
nice
I can
picture
find
of
that,
you
that
guys.
you're not covering it up.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I was trying to find.
Yeah, that's on my Instagram page.
Thanks. That's exactly what it's looking for.
Yeah.
So you're almost better off just standing on the side of the
Yes.
picture, and it's
On
kinda
either
like-
side,
Kind of like a U shape.
yeah,
I take a picture and then.
kind of,
that would be
because
the
then you're
best way.
not,
'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise you're not even gonna see what that is.
But that's the best way
Correct.
to like take a picture is like have people sitting on like the little ledge and off to the side. But even then over here you can kind of see it's like, well, actually that's frozen. Well, over here you can see the cursor, but over there
you could
You can't-
see it,
you
but
can
not,
kind of see it, but you don't know what it's saying.
yeah.
You're blocking it. Yeah,
Can you
you're.
show that whole picture, Owen, so they can see, like, what-
I can't really.
you
Oh,
can't really-
that's not how.
Oh, right there. See how they're stand off to the left? You'd almost have to do that on the left and the right to get the truth.
Correct.
Because otherwise.
To
you're
see all the
blocking it and
panels.
almost looks
So the benches, how big are the benches?
Let's see, there's a dimension on here somewhere.
Mm,
4,
Shit, don't I have? I don't know if I have it on my page or.
well, how do you,
That's the wall. That's, yeah.
4 by 1 by,
Those are swim trunks.
I'm
wearing trunks.
Yeah,
Maybe we just went-
it looks like it's 4.
we went swimming the day before. Yeah,
Never tell.
because that was the day we
Oh,
left.
Yeah.
We were leaving.
Which potentially could be a very nice picture of a family sitting on the bench with the shot
Oh,
of the monument behind.
So this is the one in Dayton, by the way, at Rye Pat. If no one's seen that, this is the one in Rye Pat.
I've never seen this.
That one we want.
That's yeah. So that's the one in Rye Pat. Now that was close to Reese on America. I'm not gonna be able to say what day it is, but the day when they go out and they bring the wreaths across America. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
That's what
Those wreaths that you see in the front there is from that. So now this is on our Instagram page, not my Instagram page. But
If you've never.
That's
been to
beautiful.
Red Hat, the reason it looks kind of, I mean, it looks beautiful, but the reason it kind of looks plain. is because
Sure.
They have like,
And
how many
this
plazas
is-
there, Owen? In that plaza area, like about 50 different ones?
it's way more. They
There's
go
a lot.
there's maybe maybe 150,
There's a
200
lot of them. If you've
plus.
never been to
There's a
Red
lot.
Hat,
It's a
so-
giant. It's almost like a cemetery, but instead of like headstones and stuff, it's like tributes to different fighter squadrons or things like that. And then they have the Gold Star one. But unfortunately, if you want to go visit the Gold Star one, you got to walk maybe about half a mile away from the museum. So then this is also
That's
at the
in Dayton.
museum. If no one's seen this is at the museum as well. They
What?
have a whole thing.
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah. There-
Oh,
This
yeah,
is a
no.
whole thing dedicated to Blue Star families, like what they are, different service pins, things like that. Gold Star families, and this is actually inside the museum. They have
Yeah,
this.
that's it, right, right.
Yeah. So they have all kinds of different banners that have been used or flags that have been used and all kinds of stuff, descriptive stuff. So this is actually inside the museum.
This is the World War One side too, isn't it?
I believe so. This is in the World War I side.
Five boys or girls.
Hmm? Trying.
Are you asking us like ideas to put on?
Correct.
Okay. So what do you want right now? The sacrifice still?
Yep.
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
So here's a
Yeah.
there's a bench, by the way, with all the. This is in Columbus. This is the bench with the branches on it.
Oh, I love that.
That is nice.
I think that's so important. So would those be placed in front of the monument, not like directly in front of the back, so they can be
Mhm.
reflective?
Yes.
and reflective, rather
Yes.
than like in a half circle or something, and then maybe they could also take the other way and take a picture of it
Mm-hmm.
without having to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Wapak one has,
Ugh.
they don't have things like that.
I need to see myself. Yeah.
Wapak one does not have, those kind of benches. I really like.
Yes.
They have cast iron, the coated cast iron, and then they also have picnic tables around there too. So it's kind of like all around. It's really up to where we want to put them, but most people put them at the backside so they can see the community part and everything else. That's what it just.
Oh, they didn't?
How close
No,
is
because it undid it.
Oh.
It's okay. It's shared.
Oh.
This is the one in Columbus for everybody online. This is
Right.
in Columbus. This is the back of the Columbus Monument.
Oh, have you got an idea of like which way you want to face it? Like you want the gold star?
We want the gold, like the back of it is going to be facing the lake, and the front of it's going to be facing Lakeshore
So the
Boulevard.
community and everything, but the pictures are gonna be facing the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion just on the sacrifice one?
Yes.
Okay. I love the cloud idea, and I think it's great, but if you had the sun coming from that side, like silhouette of like the sunbeams coming down, and in order to also put the recognition of all the service members, I think it would be a really cool idea is if you had like the angel Michael
Oh, my gosh.
and all of the past, like every single branch, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coasties, Space Force, I guess, that have passed, like up there in the clouds with them looking down.
I think that would be so neat and simple way, less is more, but boy, St. Michael, yeah,
My thought only, and having the sun to where it kind of goes through the whole thing
I think that would be
with the
cool.
clouds.
That's so important.
I love the idea of having like the headstones at the bottom as well, but I think it would be really cool if you had the angel Michael
Yeah.
behind all of the branch, one representative from every single branch in uniform, kneeling down as they're watching.
There you go.
Maybe that would be out.
And I know
You said you were hungry.
Oh,
Eat it.
but that's just my suggestion, if you want to put something like that on.
Did you listen to your dad?
No, I did. I know you. St. Michael. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but
I just like it. I think it's,
I love it.
it
I
would
love
be
it.
a
so do
great,
I.
Also,
great
it's
piece.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Like, I was over there. Look, I'm not the actor. I was playing like something like that. Well, for like, for what we present.
I just think it would be.
Yeah, no, I get what she's saying.
I parked all over the country
But there's a point to having a committee.
Yeah.
I know,
Yes,
that's why I'm.
yeah,
But that's what she said.
I know. I know. Well,
But I don't know which one you showed, the one
Which
that had the,
I don't
with the
know if you
headstones
wanna,
like throughout the whole, like,
The one in Dayton.
that was actually, I like that.
that's
Hold
his favorite. Mine too.
One in Dayton. This.
Because I know that one is, it's supposed to be for her.
I like everything he likes.
His person, or her personal, like, that's
Yeah.
her, like, that's their picture. But like, I like if we had like representation for kind of
Oh,
like.
it's middle
more
name
than,
is Mike.
like, one person.
Right.
You, Courtney, are you talking about this one? When it goes around?
Oh.
Okay, are you talking about this one? With the
Yeah.
headstone going all the way back?
This.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is in Dayton. Oh,
You should,
it's
but
Christian religion.
it's I don't, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but he feels very strongly about that, and that's your dad, so you have to tell him that.
Why are we saying this in front of everybody?
What? Oh, gosh. Hmm? Yes.
Yeah.
Eddie, go on. You want that swag?
Oh, hi, everybody. We can
Okay, so,
see the live stream. Hold up.
yes,
And about the comment he made about St. Michael,
yes.
we all know that people are
Thank you, everybody online for joining. That concludes our meeting, and we will see you guys next month.
Have a good night.
Yep. Have a good